Hello everyone and welcome to the Math Bender. I'm Adnan Zaidi, and in this second session, we are going to be talking about profit and loss. So basically, anything that you buy for some value and sell it for more value, you end up having profit of it. And the same way, you buy something for some value and you sell it for a lesser value, you are at loss. Just let's take an example here. So without writing down any formulas, let's say I buy something for 10 rupees and sell it. This is my cost price, and I sell it for 5 rupees or 7 rupees. This is my selling price. So obviously there is a loss of 3 rupees that I have. The same way, if I buy something for 10 rupees, that's my cost price. I sell something for 15 rupees, that's my selling price. I am at a profit of 5 rupees. Now, in order to find their percentages, now we remember in our previous lecture, we talked about how to find our percentages without using any formulas. So, we use ratio method here. So, let's say you're to find out the percentage of loss. And if someone says that the percentage of loss is on the cost price, so as we know that cost price is 10, which is the total price of the object that you bought, and which in terms of percentages was 100. So I write percent here, and this is the price. I sold at a 7, which was a loss of 3. So the price that I was at loss of was 3 rupees, and in terms of percentage that I don't know is x. So if I cross multiply them, I get 10x is equals to 300, and x is equals to 300 over 10, which gives you x as 30%, since x here is in terms of percentages. The same way, if I ask what is going to be, let's say my question here is a little different. What is my profit on selling price? I'm not saying that profit on cost price, I'm saying profit on selling price. So I'm taking selling price as my base price. The question may identify which price will you have to find out the percentage accordingly of. But if they don't, it's obviously understandable that it's cost price that you take percentage of. So my selling price is 15 now, which is in percentages 100%. So I'm writing percentage here. And the profit which I am having is of 5 rupees, which is x. So 15x is equals to 500, and x is equals to 500 over 15, and you can find out as 33%. So x is equals to 33% profit on selling price. This is 30% loss on cost price. Now, let's see some of the questions here. In 2003, Jerry bought a house. Now, these type of questions you will figure out that are not as easy to solve using the formulas. And this percentage method is how I'll apply over it. So, in 2003, Jerry bought a house. In 2007, he sold the house to Mia. In 2012, Mia sold the same house for this much of a price, and she made a loss of 10%. Work out how much Jerry paid to the house in 2003. So, rather than solving this question from top to bottom, this question can be dealt with from bottom to top. So, we go the other way. So, Mia sold the house for $162,000, and she made a loss. This price that she had sold at was at a 10% loss. So in terms of percentage, after 10% loss, so which means she was selling in terms of percentage at a 90% cost. This is the price of the house which she was selling at. So let's find out the original price that she had bought it with. So which was 100%, which is X. So 90 times X is equals to 162,000, and since multiply with 100. So I'll straight away use my calculator. So 162. So X is equals to 180,000. This was the price she bought it with. That's why she sold at a 90% loss of at $162,000. This was the price she bought it with. And obviously this was the price Jerry had sold it to Mia. So let's take out from Jerry to Mia. Now this price is 180,000, which Mia had bought at and Jerry had sold at. But Jerry had sold this with a profit of 20. So this was the profited price for Jerry. So in terms of Jerry, it is going to be 120%, which is after the profit. And you have to find out the original price. So which is 100% again, which is X. So 120x is equals to 180,1230 more times with 100. And X is equals to, I'll use the calculator again, X is equals to $150,000. So this was the original price of the house which Jerry had bought with. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Bill buys and sells laptops. So last month he bought 50 laptops and paid 400 for each of the laptop that he bought. Okay. Now, he sold 40 of these laptops at a profit of 30% on each laptop. So first, let's take out the data individually. So for 40 laptops, so the cost price is equals to 40 laptops. So one laptop was bought at 400. So 40 laptops will be 400 times 40, which is going to be 16,000 US dollars. Now, he sold these at a 30% of profit. So I can say that 16,000 was the cost of those 40 laptops and 100% original price. So after a profit of 30%, the percentage increased to 130, and which is X. So X is equals to 161,230 times 130 over 100. And two zeros goes away, and then 160 times 130, which gives you X is equals to 20,800. This is the price he got after selling those 40 laptops. Now let's look at more. 10 of the laptops were sold at a profit of 15 each. So the cost price of those 10 laptops is going to be 400 times 10, which is going to be 4,000. So I need to find out the cost price in order to find out the selling price as well. So now 4,000 was the cost price, which means 100% in terms of percentages, and this is the price. The profit on each laptop was 15%, so which means the total price will be 115%. So 100x is going to be 4,000 times 115, and x is equals to 4,000 times 115 over 100. The two zeros goes away. So x is equals to $4,600. Now, Bill's target last month was to sell 50 laptops for a total of at least 25,000. So, let's take out the total price he had received. So, 20,800 plus 4,600. So, 20,800 plus 4,600, which gives you 25,400. So, a total money that he received was 25,400 in this current month, which is more than 25,000, which means a yes. So this is all about profit and loss. You may try applying them on different questions, different cases, but the concept remains the same, that you find out the cost price. If it is given, you need to find out the selling price, or if it is given, you need to find out the percentages. So referring to my previous lecture on percentages, you can figure out how to find out percentages on different scenarios, and in this lecture you will get an idea how to figure out and find out whether what percentage profit or loss it is. I'll come up with my next session about exchange rates and more questions to it. Until then, take care. Bye.